Venezuela sits on the planet's largest proven oil reserves, yet its economy struggles with chronic crisis. Early explorers noticed natural oil seeps along the Venezuelan coast during the 19th century. Foreign firms from Britain, the Netherlands, and the United States industrialized production in the early 20th century. By the 1920s, oil exports had already eclipsed coffee and cacao as the main earner. Venezuelan governments gradually raised taxes and asserted more control, learning from Mexico's earlier nationalization. In 1976, the state created PDVSA, the National Oil Company, consolidating foreign holdings. PDVSA gained a reputation for technical competence and relative autonomy from politics. For several decades, Venezuela became a dependable exporter for United States refineries and global markets. The real prize lay in the Orinoco Belt, stretching along the country's eastern plains. Here, the reservoirs contain extra heavy crude, thick like molasses and rich in impurities. Geologists estimate more than 300 billion barrels of recoverable oil in these formations. That figure surpasses Saudi Arabia's proven reserves, though quality and extraction costs differ greatly. Extra heavy crude requires heating, dilution, and upgrading before it resembles typical exportable oil. Investments during the 1990s, including joint ventures with foreign majors, targeted this region aggressively. Upgraders were built to convert tar-like crude into lighter, synthetic blends suitable for export. The Orinoco Belt turned Venezuela from a large producer into a potential supergiant oil province. Extraction of such heavy oil is technically demanding and capital-intensive. Wells often use electric submersible pumps to lift the sluggish crude to the surface. Steam injection and other thermal methods help reduce viscosity within the reservoir itself. Because the oil is nearly solid at ambient conditions, operators must mix it with lighter diluents. These diluents can be imported naphtha or domestic light crude, both costly and sometimes scarce. Surface facilities include extensive gathering lines, heating systems, and separation equipment for water and gas. When investment flowed and maintenance held, Venezuela could pump more than 3 million barrels daily. As investment collapsed, those same technical complexities magnified declines and forced production shut-ins. Refining determines how much value Venezuela actually captures from its crude streams. The country built a large refining system along the Caribbean coast during the 20th century. Major complexes like Amue and Carden were designed to handle heavy, sulfurous Venezuelan crudes. They include catalytic crackers and coking units that break large molecules into more valuable products. Hydrosulfurization plants strip sulfur to meet clean fuel standards in export markets. For many years, these refineries exported gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel across the Americas. Accidents, chronic underinvestment, and loss of skilled staff have left many units malfunctioning or idle. Today, Venezuela often struggles to refine enough fuel, even for its own drivers and power plants. Logistics link Amazonian plains and Orinoco rivers to distant consumption centers worldwide. Pipelines carry crude from inland fields to coastal terminals like the Jose Industrial Complex. At these terminals, crude is stored, blended, and sometimes upgraded before tanker loading. Deep water ports allow large crude carriers to berth and sail toward the United States Gulf Coast. Smaller ports serve regional markets in the Caribbean and South America. Sanctions and financial restrictions have complicated shipping, forcing reliance on intermediaries and opaque ownership structures. Some cargoes move through ship-to-ship transfers to disguise origin or destination. These logistical workarounds increase costs, transit times, and legal risks for shippers and buyers. Foreign markets have shifted repeatedly as politics and sanctions reshaped Venezuela's trade. For decades, United States refineries were the main customers, specialized in heavy crude processing. Long-term contracts and investment links tied PDVSA closely to American Gulf Coast plants. After political tensions and sanctions intensified, Venezuelan barrels diverted toward China, India, and sometimes Russia. Buyers often demanded heavy discounts to compensate for sanctions risk and quality challenges. Oil might technically be sold to a trader in Asia, then resold elsewhere through complex arrangements. Payments sometimes arrived not in cash, but through barter, loans, or political support. This erosion of transparent, cash-based trade deepened the financial crisis within PDVSA and the state. Inside Venezuela, the oil industry shapes almost every aspect of society and politics. Oil exports provide the overwhelming majority of foreign currency earnings for the national budget. When prices soared under Hugo Chavez, expansive social programs and subsidies grew rapidly. Little was saved for downturns, and non-oil sectors remained weak and uncompetitive. When prices fell and production collapsed, shortages and hyperinflation followed, pushing millions to emigrate. The National Oil Company became more politicized, losing experienced engineers and managers. Corruption scandals, unpaid suppliers, and decaying infrastructure further undermined operational reliability. A resource that once promised broad prosperity instead amplified volatility and institutional fragility. Want to learn more? Visit Superlore.ai and create a custom episode on any topic you wish. Try it for free today and unleash your curiosity.